Good morning, Dalkeith High School. I do hope that you have had a good weekend, but more importantly than that, I hope you are well and I hope that you are very much keeping yourself safe by following the advice from Scottish Government to stay at home. I know it is very hard, but it really is having an impact. There is now a clear indication that the actions that we're all taking are starting to bring the level of the spread of the virus down, and this is good news. So well done. Your actions are absolutely having an impact, and your actions will absolutely be saving lives in the long run as well. So it's important that we keep going. It's important that we keep following the advice from Scottish Government, and as hard as it is, we will get through this. And I totally believe, absolutely believe that we will come through this and we will emerge in so many ways better and stronger. On Friday morning, I attended a meeting that was held by another local authority, and something was said in that meeting by a head teacher of a school in West Lothian that really resonated with me. And I'm just going to read out the quotation from the meeting and then explain to you why I've chosen to focus on it this morning. This head teacher said that despite all the difficulties that we're going through, this is an opportunity to seize this golden moment, this golden opportunity, not just to manage the difficult situation that we're in, but to change and to end up with something significantly better than was in the case back in 2019, or even back at the start of 2020, just before the virus hit us. So why have I chosen to speak to you about that this morning? Well, I really do believe that that is the case. Despite all the difficulties that we're in, I've been really, really impressed at how you have developed your skills as independent learners. You've had to do that because you're working at home. And although the learning activities are being provided by your teachers, and I've been really impressed by the quality of the learning activities that have been on offer, you're the ones that are having to plan. You are the learners who, working at home, you're having to take what has been offered to you and to organise your time, organise your studies, manage your deadline hand-ins and for submitting work, as well as developing those digital literacy skills so quickly to allow you to actually access the technology through which your learning has been provided. So you're all doing so much more now than you were able to do this time last year. So despite all the challenges, despite the current restrictions on all of our lives, for a moment this morning, on a Monday morning, I want you to pause and I want you to reflect. I want you to think about all that you have achieved in 1 year, because we're almost a year into this now. So think about all the things that you are able to do now that you were not able to do back in January 2020. And I don't just mean in terms of your developing your learning skills. I'm sure that there are so many other things that you have learned to do in that time of being at home. So think about all that you've achieved. Think about the skills that you've developed so quickly. Think about how you've been able to put them to very good use to continue to develop as learners. And those skills are not just going to disappear. Those skills will stay with you long after the easing of lockdown. So I hope for a good week of learning, again, putting all those newly developed or recently developed skills to work. I think you're doing a fantastic job. Absolutely, we want to get you back in the building. I know that you want to be back in the building. I know that staying at home is really hard. However, there is clear evidence now that your actions are having impact on the spread of the virus. And the more you stick with it, the greater the chances are of us being able to get you back into school. And then wouldn't it be fantastic to take all of those skills of independent learners that you've developed whilst working at home and bring them back into school, and what a school we are going to have as we continue to work together with those newly developed skills and that clear commitment and that clear joy of being back in the school building. So have a good week, folks. Thank you.